What makes a finals performance iconic? Is it a 40-point game?
Steph Curry drills the three. 43-point game 4 for Steph Curry.
Is it filling up the stat sheet with the triple-double?
Now it's Butler driving, Butler hanging, Butler hitting a 40-point game 3, triple-double.
Or maybe it's hitting the game-winning shot in the final seconds of Game 7.
It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown. And the Cavaliers by 3.
Throughout finals history, we've come to expect these incredible displays of skill and dominance from the game's biggest stars. But what about those unsung heroes? The players who often go unnoticed for their normal contributions, but deliver a performance for the ages on the biggest stage. In this video, we'll revisit some of the most surprising and unforgettable performances by role players in NBA Finals history. We'll be focusing on full game performances where these unsung heroes shifted the momentum of a game or even the entire series. But the conversation doesn't stop there. What role players have shocked you with their exceptional performances in the finals? Leave your thoughts and memories in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to never miss a second of Hoops content. Without further ado,
Yeah! Let's go, bro. Come on.
if you've watched the Last Dance documentary, then you remember all it took for Michael Jordan to break through and win his first championship in 1991. You may also remember that he had an unlikely teammate take over the last minutes of the series-clinching Game 5. Not Scottie Pippen, not Horace Grant, but John Paxson. During the 1990-1991 season, Paxson averaged 8.7 points per game while taking only 7 shots per game for the Chicago Bulls. But in Game 5 of the 91 Finals against the Lakers, Paxson showed up big. In the last 4 minutes of the game, Paxson went 5 for 5 from the field and scored 10 of the Bulls' last 15 points to clinch the series 4-1 and capture their first NBA title. Paxson will go on to have another big finals moment, but Game 5 in the 91 Finals is most deserving on this list. The 1995 Finals was a matchup of Hakeem Olajuwon and the Houston Rockets, the defending champs looking to repeat and carry the NBA past the Jordan era, versus the Orlando Magic, led by Shaquille O'Neal and Penny Hardaway, the young dynamic duo looking to establish their legacy early. While Olajuwon led the way all series, Houston got a couple of huge performances from both Kenny Smith and Sam Cassell early in the series. In Game 1, Smith, who averaged 10.4 points per game in the regular season, scored 23 points and 9 assists. He took advantage of all the attention the Magic paid Olajuwon in the post, and Smith let it fly, hitting 7 of 11 from three-point range. The Rockets needed every point as they beat the Magic 120-118 to take a 1-0 lead. Cassell, who averaged 9.5 points off the bench in only his second season in the league, took charge in Game 2. Cassell was 8 for 12 from the field for 31 points, second on the team behind only Olajuwon's 34 points. His performance off the bench was huge in the Rockets' 117-106 win, and Houston would go on to sweep the Magic for the second of their back-to-back NBA titles.
Shot clock at 5. Shot clock at 1. Cassell again. An extraordinary performance.
When you think of the Utah Jazz teams that made the finals in the 90s, Greg Foster would probably be an afterthought. In the 96-97 season, the big man was on his 6th team in 7 seasons, averaging only 3.5 points a game. But with the Jazz already down 0-2 to the Bulls in the 97 Finals, Foster delivered a career performance in Game 3. He went 5 for 10 from the field and scored 17 points and added 6 rebounds. To put it in perspective, Foster scored more than 10 points only 2 times all season. While Karl Malone led the way with 37 points, Foster's 17 unexpected points played a major role in Utah's 104-93 win. When your star players struggle, it's tough to figure out who will fill the void of production and keep you in position to win the game. When Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen were struggling in Game 5 of the '98 Finals against the Jazz, it was Toni Kukoc who stepped up. With an opportunity to clinch the Bulls' second three-peat in Chicago, Jordan scored 28 points on 9 of 26 from the field, while Pippen struggled much worse, only 6 points on 2 of 16 shooting. Kukoc, who averaged 13.3 points per game during the regular season, led the Bulls in scoring with 30 points on 11 of 13 shooting. Although the Bulls went on to lose Game 5 83-81, it's safe to say that Kukoc kept them in that game, accounting for 37% of the team's points.
Jordan on right into a crowd, dishes out to Kukoc. He is just on fire, and intermission did nothing to cool him off.
Let's fast forward to 2005. We've seen Robert Horry, aka Big Shot Bob, hit clutch shot after clutch shot on a few different championship runs. But he was called to do that and then some for the San Antonio Spurs in Game 5 of the '05 Finals against the Detroit Pistons. With the series tied 2-2, Horry scored 21 points off the bench and hit 5 threes to supplement Tim Duncan's team-high 26 points. In true Big Shot Bob fashion, Horry also hit the game-winning 3 in overtime to secure the win for the Spurs 96-95. Horry scored more than 15 points in only 3 other games all season and playoffs, so it was a pleasant surprise to get such a strong effort at a crucial point in the series. The '08 Finals between the Boston Celtics and LA Lakers would provide standout performances from role players on both teams. First was Leon Powe of the Celtics in Game 2. The second-year big man averaged 7.9 points per game and 4.1 rebounds during the regular season. So he played pretty well when he actually played. Powe played only 56 games and was completely out of the rotation at times during the season. In the Celtics' previous 11 playoff games, he played less than 10 minutes per game and even had 3 DNPs. But in only 15 minutes of play in Game 2, Powe chipped in with 21 points off the bench, second on the team in scoring. The Celtics would win 108-102 and take a 2-0 series lead.
Are you kidding me? Paul Pierce finding Powe. Good job of finishing. Luke Walton, get out of my way. And then Rondo, exceptional play on the offensive end. Beautiful. Take him to the streets, Rondo. And then Powe, hey fellas, meet me at the rim. My goodness.
In Game 3, Kobe Bryant scored 36 points but couldn't get anyone to come along, as Pau Gasol, Lamar Odom, and Derek Fisher combined for only 19 points on 6-24 shooting. But Sasha Vujacic would step in with major production off the bench. Averaging only 8.8 points per game in the regular season, Vujacic scored 20 points and was the only other Laker who scored in double figures. The Lakers would win 87-81 and narrow Boston's series lead to 2-1.
Under the 2-minute mark. Odom, Vujacic for 3. Bang! Sasha.
In 2010, the Lakers would find themselves back in the finals, looking to win back-to-back titles and avenge their loss to the Celtics from '08. The hard-fought rematch would go to Game 7. Metta World Peace had just averaged 17.1 points per game the previous season before joining the Lakers in 2009, where he took fewer than 10 shots per game for the first time in his career. In a gritty Game 7, his shot-making came in handy as he scored 20 points, including a huge 3 with a minute left that gave the Lakers just enough to hold off the Celtics and secure the title. His post-game press conference might be what's remembered by most, but his impressive effort shouldn't be forgotten.
I got Wheaties. You don't seem excited.
Marco cut us off at some
Hey,
point.
people over there on your laptops.
I just can't wait to go to the club. He never passed me the ball. And he passed me the ball. Kobe passed me the ball. And I shot a 3.
Bryant looking. Artest, that's a 3. Bang! Lakers by 6 with a minute to play.
In the 2012 finals against the Oklahoma City Thunder, the Miami Heat got a couple of impactful gains from their role players to support the Heat's big 3, LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. In a pivotal Game 4, Mario Chalmers stepped in. Averaging 9.8 points per game during the regular season, he scored 25 points and combined with LeBron and Wade to score 76 of the Heat's 104 points. The Heat were able to overcome Russell Westbrook's 43 points and win the game 104-98.
Cephalosha fights over the screen. Chalmers on the drive. Gets inside and banks it in.
In Game 5, it was Mike Miller who helped the Heat clinch their second championship in franchise history. In the 66-game shortened season due to the NBA lockout, Miller played in only 39 regular season games and averaged 6.1 points per game. But in Game 5, he dropped 23 points, including 7 threes. He combined with the Heat's big three for 93 points, and they closed out OKC 121-106.
Miller tries it again. Bang!
Both the Heat and Spurs got big gains from their role players in the 2013 finals. Game 3 was a scoring spree from a Spurs duo, but the duo didn't include Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, or Kawhi Leonard. Rather, it was Danny Green and Gary Neal. They combined for 51 points, 27 from Green and 24 from Neal off the bench, including 13 of 19 from 3. Green averaged 10.5 points per game and Neal averaged 9.5 points per game during the regular season, so putting up 31 points over their average was huge in the Spurs' 36-point blowout win in Game 3, 113-77. Game 3 wouldn't be the first or last of Danny Green's big games during the finals, and he was even a dark horse for Finals MVP before fading away in Games 6 and 7.
Leonard drives. Neal touch pass to Green. Another three-pointer. It's good.
After the legendary shot from Ray Allen to save Miami in Game 6, the Heat held on to force Game 7. Despite a 37-point game from LeBron James, there was a lot of production to make up. While Dwayne Wade added 23 points, Chris Bosh, Ray Allen, and Mike Miller combined for 0 points on 0 for 14 shooting. Shane Battier, who averaged 6.6 points per game during the regular season, filled a huge scoring void. He scored 18 points off the bench, hitting 6 of 8 threes. His surprising production helped the Heat beat the Spurs 95-88 and secure back-to-back NBA titles.
Here comes James. Drives. Kicks out Battier for three. Bang!
The 2016 Finals is widely known for LeBron James and Kyrie Irving's heroics to lead the Cleveland Cavaliers back to claim the franchise's first NBA title. On the flip side, for the Golden State Warriors, when you blow a 3-1 lead in the finals, it's easy to forget how we got there, and how close we were to history not even being made due to the efforts of role players in that series. It started in Game 1 with Shaun Livingston. Now on his 9th NBA team, Livingston found a home with the Warriors and was part of that vaunted bench that really established the mantra of strength in numbers, including Andre Iguodala, Leandro Barbosa, Maurice Spates, and Festus Ezeli. Their bench averaged 33.7 points per game during the regular season, with Livingston averaging 6.3 points per game. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson both struggled in Game 1, combining for only 20 points on 8 of 27 shooting, but Livingston stepped in and led the team in scoring with 20 points off the bench on a very efficient 8 of 10 shooting. He also added 4 rebounds and 3 assists as the Warriors won 104-89 to take a 1-0 series lead. Now, fast forward to Game 7. By this point, the Warriors have gone up 3-1, but the Cavs won 2 straight games to tie the series at 3-3. A lot has transpired since Game 1, including Draymond Green being suspended for Game 5 after accumulating his 4th flagrant foul point of the postseason. Many speculate if the Warriors would have won the series in 5 games if Green wasn't suspended, which isn't outside the realm of possibility. He averaged a career-high 14 points per game in the regular season, along with 9.5 rebounds, 7.4 assists, 1.5 steals, and 1.4 blocks per game. And in the playoffs, he increased his scoring average to 15.4 points per game. Steph and Klay struggled again, scoring a combined 31 points on 12 of 36 shooting. But Draymond led the charge with 32 points, 15 rebounds, and 9 assists. He practically couldn't miss, 11 of 15 from the field, including 6 of 8 from 3.
downtown. Mike, not just
We all know what happened next. The block, Kyrie's shot, and the Cavs complete the comeback. But if the Warriors found a way to hold on, Draymond's Game 7 performance may have sealed his strong case for Finals MVP, and maybe, just maybe, spared the NBA world of Warriors dominance at the hands of this guy for the next 3 years.
I guess we'll never know.
That about wraps up the video. Who are some other unsung heroes in the NBA Finals that stand out to you? Be sure to leave them in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You can find me on YouTube, on Facebook, and on Instagram at SidTheKidHoops. Thank you all for tuning in to the video, and I'll see y'all next time.